Action.
Art is the greatest gift to man and also the biggest investment in the whole world. Art has played a great role in human existence. On today's episode, we're going to be learning more about this art and also going into an exhibition where we're going to be learning more from the artist, and he's going to be telling us more about his kind of art. I am Cynthia DJ. Welcome to Art Time.
Action.
We actually at an exhibition, and here we have a lot of artists. So we're going to interview them one after the other. We have Buhari here that will be telling us more about the kind of art he's into and what inspired him into this art. Let us meet Jerry Buhari. Hi, Jerry. Nice to meet you. I like your outfit.
Thank you. Hope you like the person too.
Oh, the person isn't bad. So please, can you tell us more about your kind of art?
Well, I do all sorts of things, but what I'm showing here today falls within what you call the conventional art, which is work that still respect the two-dimensional surface. But you will find that in some of the works, I move from figurative to conceptual expression. Conceptual expression being that in the work, I'm using an idea to express myself, not necessarily an object that is known by anybody.
Oh, that's beautiful. So please, how long have you been into this kind of art?
Well, it depends since my childhood, but if you look at when I graduated from school, I would say 34 years.
34 years. You said school. What school is that?
Well, I'm at Bello University, Zaria.
Oh, okay. That's where you graduated from. So, is it that you studied art or what? Is that what you majored in, or you majored in something, but this is your passion? That's what actually motivated you. I want to know what did you major in?
Well, I studied art. I came deliberately to Zaria to study art.
Okay.
But the interest in art was already there in me. I just needed some training, I needed some exposure, I needed to build confidence and ability, I needed to also improve on my skills, and that's what the school gave me.
Wow. And yeah, this is your exhibition, right? So now, I could say that is your work. That's your work. Can you tell us more about that painting?
That's an interesting one because this is the only directly religious work that I've done.
Wow.
It's called Resurrection Morning. It's about Easter.
Okay, Resurrection Morning. So, I can see you actually playing with colors here. So, is it like Easter? I know it has to do with it's a bunty, right, or the rabbit or something. So, what would you say is this very art? I would love to say it. I would love people out there to actually know more about this very artwork that's here.
Simply stated, if you look at the painting from the left
Okay.
to the right, it seems to be moving from darkness to light.
It's light. Yeah.
So darkness represents the period that Christ went through before his resurrection after he was crucified.
Yeah.
Now, the right side is a cycle that is illuminated by light, which represents the day, the morning he was resurrected.
Wow! Trust me, I really love your explanation. Ideally, if you actually had told me, I'll look at it and say, oh, I don't know, I can see a food there. I can see just color representation.
There are
like
crosses there are 3 crosses.
Oh,
We're
really?
very close.
Yeah.
What I do in my work is to create something that looks like a puzzle. And I drop signs, images, motifs that only those who are patient and who come back to the work from time to time can understand what's there.
So let's just say your art is about puzzle. How about that?
It's about what?
Puzzle.
Yeah, I like to tease when you look at my work. I like to tease the viewer. I like to challenge the viewer. And I like to play with the viewer's vision.
Okay, so now every artist or everybody actually has challenges. So can you tell us some of the challenges? What are some of the challenges you face in your kind of art?
Well, I think for now I have only one challenge.
Which is?
No time to work. Because you see, I teach. I'm not a full-time artist. I teach in a university, and the challenge of balancing my teaching, my research, my supervision, and other academic and administrative work in the university makes it impossible for me to donate to dedicate the kind of time I need in the studio.
Wow, so the challenge presently is just the time.
Yeah, my ability to manage my time.
So what are your benefits? So when there's a negative, there's also a positive. So what are your positive part? What are the benefits?
The greatest fun I have is when I'm able to finish a work and I like it. I normally dance.
Oh, so can you give us some steps? that is a one-time step, you know.
Wait for some more.
No, it's okay. So that is telling you that you really had fun. You really had fun in your kind of art. Okay, now I want you to tell me something. What motivated you into art?
The desire to run away from reality.
So the reality of the fact that you're a man, you're wearing a black dress with stripes of red on it, it's not good enough. Really?
Most of the time, I like to be hidden. And art creates a forest for me to run away. I read somewhere that cowards live long. So I'm a coward.
It's not possible for you to be a coward. But thank you so much, Jerry Bori, for your time, and it's an amazing piece. So we're going to be leaving you now and going around here to tell people, to get information from people to know how they see your art and get their own perception. Thank you so much, Bori, for your time. We really appreciate it. Do have a beautiful day. Ciao, bye.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm fine.
Yes,
I'm fine.
Looking at this painting, what can you say? It's this very painting right now because I can see you engrossed, you like the painting, that's why you're looking at it.
Yes, it's one of the paintings that I like.
Okay.
This depicts, I think, family life. You can see that this looks like a man and a woman, so a couple. And something like sunshine, so a happy couple.
A happy couple. That's that's what this depicts.
That's what it depicts.
I want to ask, are you just a lover of art or you are into art?
I am, in a way, both. I'm a lover of art. I'm also into art.
Please tell me how. How are you a lover of art or are you into art?
Both. I'm both a lover of art and I'm into art.
Okay, how?
Yes. You heard what I said. I also draw, not paint, a bit myself.
Wow.
But I happen to be in the sciences, so I couldn't have enough time for this passion. Look at this.
Okay, yeah. So, what would you say about this?
This looks like it depicts this Zaria. Look at this baobab tree.
Okay.
Now, this is something spiritual. Look at that.
Yes.
Amulets.
Yes.
So it depicts Zaria as a spiritual town. This is my thinking.
Okay, that's you thinking about it.
Yes.
Zaria as
This
a
Zaria
small
town.
town.
Yes.
From Zaria.
I'm from Zaria.
Wow. So what motivated you? What took you away from Zaria to this place?
The guest artist is in my university. I'm the deputy vice chancellor, also representing the vice chancellor here. That's a funny question.
Okay, that's very good. So this actually depicts
Zaria
as
as a spiritual town.
town.
And these are trees that Zaria was known for.
Okay.
And I think that is what the drawing is. Yes, it's trying to depict. We are destroying the environment. There was a painting that this guest painter painted many years ago. There are many of these trees. Yes, and they depicted what Zaria was. But now you see only two of them. So it's saying from that period to now, we have destroyed many of those trees. The city is still there as a spiritual city, as a city of education.
So is it like a negative spiritual city or a positive spiritual city? Because
Pardon?
is it a positive spiritual city or a negative spiritual city? Because when you say spiritual, people say people could actually say it's either negative or
No,
positive.
I think in the positive sense, yeah.
Positive sense. Wow, thank you so much. So what's your name, please?
Kabiru Bala.
You're Kabiru Bala. Thank you so much.
You're most
for your
welcome.
time. You have a
Most
nice
welcome.
day.
Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Oh, it's a real pleasure.
You can see you are having a nice time.
Oh, yeah.
You're really smiling.
Oh, yeah.
That means you are. Who are you? Can you tell us who you are?
I am an art enthusiast. Air Vice Marshal Usoro.
Yeah.
You know.
Air Vice Marshal.
Oh, yes. Usoro. Oh, yes.
So you were actually looking at this very
Oh,
art.
yes.
Can you tell me what this art entails? What the song entails?
This art here
Yeah.
depends on your perspective. What I see here is things fall apart.
Wow. Things fall apart.
Things seem to be falling apart.
How are things falling apart?
Yeah, you can see that. You know, if you look around, there's a guy there that is trying to hide behind a lady. You know, the more you look, the less you see.
To you, this is Nigerian things fall apart.
Yes,
That's what you've been seeing.
yes. It's a monocolor stuff.
Okay.
You know, Jerry's art is purely abstract.
Okay.
You know, you are left to imagine what the art is all about. Imagination,
That
you know.
means, everybody can say differently.
You just interpret it the way you like it.
It is
Love in the make.
love in the making.
Yeah.
Some people would say it's just
Yes.
let me be
Yes.
a job.
Sure,
Some people would say differently right here.
Yes.
So you took it things
fall apart.
That's beautiful.
Yes, things
Thank
fall
you so
apart.
much.
Oh, yeah, it's a real pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you are part of the art.
I'm part of the art.
Oh, yes.
Whoa, it's nice to have you guys here at the exhibition. Can you tell us who you guys are? Who are you? What's your name?
My name is Pikti Sogard. I work for the Norwegian Embassy here in Abuja.
What?
And it is not my first visit to Thought Pyramid Center. I've been here many times before.
Okay, so that means you're a lover of art.
Yes, very much.
So what can you tell me about some of the arts you've actually seen here today? What would you say about it?
Well, I would say that I'm a bit old-fashioned because I like figurative art. And I like some of the paintings or some of the drawings that are figurative more than the abstract ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're more of the figurative art.
Yeah.
So I want to ask something. Do you paint? Like, do you do something? Have you done something for yourself? Or can you still do something?
Sorry?
Do you draw for yourself?
Yeah, she's good at drawing.
You know, when I sit in a meeting and I get bored, I start drawing in my notebook.
Oh my goodness, you mean when you get bored at a meeting and the next thing you start doing is
That's where art comes out, you know.
Even if I'm not bored, but if a meeting takes very long time, I start drawing.
oh, you start drawing. It's as if I need to take you to a very boring meeting so that you start drawing.
No. Even the interesting meetings, if I know the subject matter very well from before, so I don't need to take notes, I start drawing.
You start drawing. Oh, it's so unfortunate.
But it's always it's figurative, or it's like, you know, the Islamic forms that are no animals, no people, but just geometric forms.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much. I can say this is your husband. It is. Wow. It's like
My husband of almost 40 years.
I wasn't born back. So you support your wife in this field, I guess.
Indeed, you know. So I came here because of that, you see.
Okay.
I enjoyed the art scene in this city. It's really great since we have been here.
Okay.
It's amazing the kind of interest and the kind of creativity that we can actually find here.
Oh, that's very beautiful. So you're really enjoying the artistic of your wife and everything right here in Nigeria.
But we would like, you know, last time we were here, it was a photographic exhibition by the president's daughter, Hanan Buhari. I even bought a picture. And this man is also called Buhari. Does he have anything to do with the president?
The truth is, I cannot say about that. I don't know much about that. I think we're going to ask him that very question to find out if it has something to do with Buhari.
You can ask him for us and then you can tell us.
Very well, Laila. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Very well.
Thank you. All the best.
Have a nice. Wow, it It has really been insightful, amazing, wonderful, exciting. And today's episode, we have actually learned and heard from someone that's been an artist for a very long time. We've seen what motivated him. Art is really life. I hope you're going to stay with me, same time, same station, outside on PTV. I am your host, Cynthia Adjei. Bye for now.
Oval in shape, with a pronounced bulge on one end. Lemons are the most versatile fruits around and contains a high level of vitamins. The juicy yellow fleshy fruit is a little too sour to eat on its own, but its citrus fragrance and tartness aids its combination with all
Skin. It's a fact of life. your skin ages just like the rest of you. It's constantly exposed to the elements of the punishing sun and heat, to the beating cold and wind. It's impressive to know that it holds up as well as it does. Through the years, the largest organ in the human body weathers, sunburns, acne, stretching, and more without complaints. Your skin performs several critical roles. It keeps your body temperature regulated, protects you from infections and injury, filters impurity for you, as well as retains your body moisture. But those duties exact a price. Loss of elasticity topping the charts. Others are thinning skin, dry and cracked skin, wrinkles, blemishes, and spots are frequently signs of aging skin. Nonetheless, it is possible to desire and actually keep a young and youthful skin much longer than you thought. Simply follow these tips. Wash your body regularly, at least twice a day, morning and night. If you have oily skin, you may need to wash more than twice a day to remove the cream of the day. Never sleep with makeup on. Deep clean all of it, especially eye makeup, as it gradually introduces the unwanted wrinkles and discoloration. Also, insist on the right cleanser for your skin type. The natural cleansers are always the best. Avoid chemical cleansers. They can traumatize your skin. Skip long, hot showers and bath as they can dry out your skin. Use warm water only. Protect your skin from the sun as it aids rapid aging of your skin. Wear protective covers when going out on the sunny day, such as long sleeves, hats, and even sunglasses. Stay hydrated. Drinking water is essentially good for your body, including the skin. Women should aim at 2.2 liters of water, and men 3 liters per day. Avoid alcohol and artificial sweetened drinks. They dry out your skin. Beef up your meals with omega-3 fatty acid meals such as fish, walnuts, and soybeans. Lower stress level. Stress can cause a lot of acne breakouts on your skin, especially your face. Learn to relax your stress level by working on your mind, killing anxiety and depression with therapeutic exercises such as yoga, walks. Your skin pore opens and breathes better when you exercise. A little meditation helps. Sleep. Nothing beats a good sleep as rejuvenating your skin. A minimum of 6 and maximum of 8 hours of sleep aids not just your skin but your body to keep a youthful look. How to keep your eyes healthy. Eyes are man's window to the world. They are very important. Never take yours for granted. A healthy eye starts with the food on your plate and not what you put in them. Nutritionists have advocated a wide range of meals for a healthy eyes, especially as we grow old in life. Nutrients like omega-3 fatty acids, lutein, zinc, and vitamin C and E might help you ward off age-related vision problems such as macular degeneration and cataracts. These families of nutrients can be found in lots of our daily food, including 1. Green leaf vegetables like spinach, pumpkin, even our local eforiro. 2. Salmon, catfish, and other oily fish. 3. Eggs, nuts, beans, and other non-meat protein sources. 4. Oranges and other citrus fruits and juices. 5. Oyster and pork.
Emergencies happen, but a lot of times emergencies can be avoided if we apply a little more care in all our dealings, at home, on the road, in public places, and even our offices. At the close of work, do you take your time to turn off all your electrical appliances? Check and double check all switches to ensure they are
Now, the sudden defection of lawmakers from the ruling party to the opposition party has caused a lot of political stir in the polity of late. Now, it's something that a lot of people have been talking about. Well, that's going to be our major discuss here on Inside Story. This week, I'm your host, Lilian Ogazi. Now, we had a major, would I say political drama on Tuesday when we heard that the Senate President was invited by the IG of police to come and talk about the Offa robbery and probably defend himself. And the next thing we heard that he was had the late siege to his apartment, and then we're still wondering what was happening. Next thing we heard, the Senate President was at the National Assembly, and then we started hearing stories of massive defection. This alone has caused a whole lot of stir in the polity. And with me here now, I have two journalists who are going to share their thoughts on the defection of lawmakers from one party to another, the effect it has on our democracy, and on the Nigerian economy in general. You're welcome to Inside Story. Once again, my name is Lilian Ogazi. And with me, I have Desmond Utomwen and Sonny Daniels. You're both welcome.
Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, it's great to have you. I know it's your first time here. He's been here with us before. Now, let's just get straight to the business of the day now, starting with you, Sonny now. You saw the massive cross-carpeting by lawmakers in the course of the week. What came to your mind? What was your first reaction when you heard about it, and what has come to your mind since then?
Well, if you are students of even social studies or politics, and if you have read the Nigerian Constitution from section 33 to 42 or thereabout, those sections talked about freedoms: freedom of association, freedom of expression, freedom to life, and all the other freedoms guaranteed under the Nigerian Constitution. And when I saw people moving from the ruling party, the APC, to the opposition, PDP, well, it wasn't a surprise to me. And this action had already been a public, what do they call it, a public secret or whatever. It was already known to people that it was about to happen. And it was not a surprise to me. It happened before, in 2014. 14 years. It happened. The only difference now is that people who drifted from then PDP to the newly formed APC are the same people now who are going back to where they came from. But to me, it was very sweet drama. And drama electrifies the polity. So to me, it's a welcome development.
Yeah. Well, I agree with the fact that it was a very sweet drama, because I know I was on set that day. I was all, oh, this is what's happening. How about you, Desmond? What came to your mind first when you heard about it?
Excuse me. I want to say that, first of all, when politicians are too, maybe they are at peace with themselves, there is no drama, there is no infighting, as it were. The agreement is to the extreme, right? It's usually not in the best interest of the people. I'm saying this because nobody will now be holding anybody accountable to the people. If the National Assembly and the executive, they are piling, as it were, the relationship is too cordial, all right? You definitely will not have that checks and balances working in the interest of the people. But sometimes when you come out like this, to have their differences, all right? At the end of the day, they want to like tell the people that I can do this for you, I can do that for you, because they have disagreed in their closet. So I was happy to the extent that lets them have express their differences, okay, and let Nigerians see what is good for them so that they can make their choices right at the end of the day. But what I'm not too comfortable with is the fact that over the period, have they really taken the interest of the people into consideration? Was the drama because of the elections just very close by? All right? Were they doing it because they have evaluated the process to realize that they may not be able to win elections with the current permutations, especially as it has to do with their local political environment? Like they say that all politics are local. So they must have seen it that if it continues like this, they don't have the structure back home, right, in their political base. So they need to realign their interest so that they can crystallize their idea, their ambition. So to that extent, it is not in the interest of the public. They don't have my sympathy if they do it for that, in that interest. But if they were having the disagreements and moving because of the interest of the Nigerians, of course, they will have my thumbs up.
Okay. Now, still, politics. Now, we've known politics is all about interest, where their interest lies, which I gladly agree with. Now, still on you now, Desmond. Now, looking at the series of drama in the polity now, what does this portend for the RAPC, the APC, and the PDP?
Well, it's becoming clearer, and I know it will be clearer as the day goes by. All right, the National Assembly, for example, have suspended their sitting until towards the end of September, and maybe by the time they come, we may still have some defection, whether for or against APC. Nobody knows yet, but I still expect some movement to happen before the election. At the state level, I also still expect that some governors will also move, like beyond the National Assembly that happened, was it on Tuesday? Following the Wednesday, the governor of Benue State also moved from APC to PDP. All right, like my colleague said, some of them were expected to happen. It was a long time coming. All right, so when it happened, we were not really surprised that it happened. All right, but there are still some that we expect to happen. There's so much about Kwara State. All right, the Senate president is still there. All right, we want to believe that he might still move. All right, the governor of Kwara State is still there. We also expect that he will move. Okay. Also, something also be said about the governor of Sokoto State. Is he going to move? Is he going to stay back? All right. The All Progressive Congress leadership has been taking steps to ensure that they redeem what is left of their party. Okay. And just yesterday, the president and the party leaders had a meeting with members of the National Assembly to placate most of them that are still within the party and ensure that there is no further drifts or defection to the opposition party. But as it is now, it's becoming clearer. All right, things are shaping up. The permutations, we can start analyzing better. That okay, fine. There are 52 members in PDP now in the Senate. There are 50 of the 53. Now you have like 50 in the 49 should be 48 in the APC. So, so if that happens, all right, it leaves you to start saying, okay, fine, how will this also work at the state level? Yeah, but beyond that is who also controls the vote at the grassroots, because it's not enough for the big masquerade to move. Okay, the national chairman of APC did say that some of them do not have the kind of political value that can win them an election, because even the president, as it were, had better votes in their constituencies than them in the previous election. Well, how will all of these things play out? We are waiting to see.
We'll get back to what the party chairman said. Now, to you, Sonny, in your own thoughts, now, what does all this defection and drama in the politics now? What do you think it portends for the RAPC, PDP, and the APC?
Well, politics in Nigeria is basically driven by pecuniary interests. I have no apology to say that, because I've witnessed some major political developments since June 12, 1993. I've been around and I've seen what has been happening. The people who are moving, who are there, what have they done in in the polity since they went to the National Assembly. How many of them brought bills that impacted even marginally on the lives of the electorate, the suffering Nigerians who toil to elect them? That is one. In the states where they come from, what contributions did they make to the overall improvements of the living conditions of the people? And to them, what value did they add to Nigerians as a whole? They are part and parcel of this government. Let them list the bills that they brought to the National Assembly with a view to improving the conditions of Nigerians, even marginally from where they met us, because I'm one of them. If that has not been done, and all that these people want to achieve is for themselves and their families, why should I lose sleep if I'm a party, if I'm the one who sponsored them? And let us even look at one other issue. Section 68, 1G of the Nigerian Constitution, as amended 1999 to 2010 and thereabout, has carefully outlined the conditions under which a lawmaker should switch from one party to the other. Let us hope. And one of the major criteria is that that party should be in crisis to the extent that that party can no longer function. Okay. That is emphasized. The Supreme Court ruling has also emphasized that. So let us hope. I'm not a politician, and I don't belong to any party, but I've read the conditions under which a member of the National Assembly should move from should cross carpet. So let us hope that these conditions were met to justify the cross-carpeting of these members. Because there are people who have raised the issue that, okay, we'll go to court. And should they go to courts, and the court looks at the parameters under which members should cross-carpet, and if the conditions were not met, what would happen? That's another issue. Yes, APC as a party and reformed APC. Is reformed APC known by INEC and the Constitution of Nigeria? It's a question that should be asked. Okay. The crisis, in quotes, if you like, in quotes, the crisis thrown up with the emergence of RAPC and APC, is the crisis, in quotes, legal? Is it legally recognized under the purview of what would qualify members to move? This is another issue that the courts should look at, not me. But it is something to think about, right? And then PDP, new PDP, RAPC, and all of them, they are the same people, okay? The worrisome thing in all of this is that it is unfortunate for Nigeria to have found itself in this kind of messy political milieu or atmosphere, where in established democracies have you found people vomiting today openly, and tomorrow you swallow the vomit, and you still see people clapping for them? That these are the people, these people are not our political leaders. To me, it's my personal opinion. These people do not have any form of shame. Because if they had any iota of shame, they would have gone to bury their heads in shame. How do you hop around as a prostitute? Today, you are in party A, next party B. And when you leave, when the last government was in power, these same people were saying that the government was clueless, doesn't have any. So what have you seen? Just because you need ticket for your selfish political interest, you carry Nigerians. It's just because the system is weak. Politics devoid of ideology is the cause of what we are seeing today.
Yeah, we'll get to the part of ideology now. Let's just move on now to something else. Still with you. Okay, back to you, Desmond. Now, with this defection, now what effect do you think it will have on the 2019 election?
Yeah, like I said earlier, it will be clearer in the days to come. Okay. There is no doubt that to some extent, it's strengthening the opposition party. If you have more people going there, especially those that you see as political leaders in their own right, even though I have my concern about those people who call political leaders, I have my disagreements with the process with which we recruit our political leaders in this country. It's all about if you have the money, you become a leader, not because you have content or the interest of the nation at heart. If more people move from APC to PDP, for example, and the coalition the PDP is having with other opposition parties works out, definitely we cannot deny the fact that it will affect them positively and affect the APC negatively. That is to be expected. Yeah, okay. But in politics, nothing is settled until it is finally done, right? The Buhari camp still believe that the popularity of the president, with which he was always raking in about 12 million votes previously before he became the president, is still there for him, for the taking, all right? And with the power of incumbency and the current rating, believing that he has done well, he has proven himself in their own judgment that he can rake in more this time around. That is to them. Then the opposition is also believing that, okay, fine, Buhari has been tried and tested. Like somebody used the word, he has been displeasing and has been saying whether he can actually perform or not. That will also be an item on the table when Nigerians are making a decision who to vote for and who not to vote for. But by and large, some of them that are leaving might be leaving with baggages, while some will be leaving with some quality. All right. If you take example, let us deal with the issue of Kogi, for example. All right. We've been having so much issues there. The governor Yahya Bello versus Dino Melaye. All right. Dino has left the APC to PDP. According to him, back home to PDP. All right. If your home was actually good enough, why did you leave in the first place? All right. Why are you not making us believe that you can always abandon the home and come back to it at your own will? All right. It brings about some credibility questions. All right. If we're in the right climb, like Sunil also said, whereby we take into consideration, all right, the integrity of the leaders. I'm not sure some of us will be considering some of these people who are jumping around every day. So, if you take that, for example, the case of Kogi, okay, how well is somebody like Dino going to be able to fight his governor? All right, other issues will play out there. Has the governor done enough? Is he in control of the voters back home? If he is, that could neutralize the effect of Dino coming back to PDP. But if Dino is carrying more votes, all right, maybe there is sympathy for him and all of that, it could also work in his favor. So there are so many dynamics that need to play out at the end of the day. But there's no denying the fact now that with the movement to the opposition party, their camp is swelling up. But to what extent they're going to be able to manage that at the end of the day for victory is yet to be seen, because there's also what we call destination crisis. Okay. Right? As you move away from one party, you're going to meet people who have also established themselves there, all right, expecting that they were going to be given the party ticket to run, all right? You expect that having moved now because you are a current, rather a serving member or a serving governor, all right, you should also have right of first refusal, all right, having rights to the ticket. If you don't get it, there's going to be crisis between you coming in and those that are there. So who is saying that those people you are meeting there now may not also get agreed and leave the party for you and come and join the ruling party? So some of those cross-carpeting we might still see.
Okay, now while we're still here getting our own reactions, before we go to the streets of Abuja now to hear the reactions of Nigerians, Sonny, now do you have anything to add to what he has said? Would this defection have any effect on the 2019 election?
Well, the expectation is that yes, the defections would cripple their parent party, the APC. That's the expectation, right? Then on the other side, it's going to brighten the chances of the opposition party to take over power from the APC, which is their goal. Fine, very good expectations. But let us check. The people who defected on Tuesday, 15 senators, I'm told somebody went back yesterday and said no. So let's say 14. No, they said 2.
No, I know I heard of 1.
Okay, so 14 senators. And then how many? 34 House of Reps members. Okay. I put out their photographs this morning or yesterday. I forgot to bring them. I should remember all their names. Apart from a state like Kwara, where the Senate president is like an overlord, he has overbearing influence, both the governor and other people. And there is hope, there is expectation that he can win his state and return to the Senate. How many of the other people, how many of them can win election in their states and return to either the Senate or House of Reps? I don't know them. But that is the question that should be uppermost in our minds as we begin to discuss whether there will be an adverse effect or positive effect, adverse effect on APC and positive effect on PDP. I'm not the one to determine, but if you look at the antecedents of these people and the fear that drove them out, can they say that they will get the support of the people with the presence of their governors who have now become their nemesis, political nemesis? Can they, in all honesty, contest election and win and return to the National Assembly in 2019? If I meet them, this is the same question I will put to them. So, to that extent, I leave that question to them.
Okay. Thank you very much for your idea for now. Now, before we continue now, PTV News took to the streets of Abuja to get the reactions of Nigerians in the FCT on the sudden defection and cross-carpeting of our Nigerian lawmakers. Now, let's take a look at the reports. To stay.
It's a season of mass cross-carpeting in the Nigerian capital. And just like in 2014, it centered around federal lawmakers. The party mostly affected by this is the ruling All Progressive Congress, whose majority status in the National Assembly is under threat. It may have appeared as a shock to the political class, but for these Nigerians, it's not a new reality.
Anyway, I'm not surprised to see the defections, because in the first place, I know right from time that APC as a political party was built on a falsehood. The foundation of APC was built on falsehood, false promises that none of them was ever fulfilled. So I am not surprised to see this kind of defection. I'm expecting more defections.
Well, it's evolution. You know, it's political evolution. It's necessary for democracy. If there is defection, it's part of democracy. There's nothing strange about it.
I'm not surprised of what's happening now in Nigeria, because it's a matter of time. We know that it's a matter of time. The truth will be revealed concerning what is happening in Nigeria, because so many times in this country, people like to follow crowd. The president we're talking about is not the president we know now. You know, before people like Mr. President because of this type of person he is. But now, what we are seeing in this country is not what we are supposed to be seeing. Masses killing everywhere in Benue State, you know them, Plateau State, name them Taraba. And he always promised that he will do something. The herdsman is everywhere. So this country is not fit again. So we need a new leader that will move us ahead.
The defection is what we have been expecting so long before this time. And we're expecting more because this our present government is not doing enough. They disappointed everybody. Everybody has been crying here and there. And the funny is that when people is complaining, they will not think, so okay, listen to people's voice. Maybe let's, like the former administration, when people talk, he will listen and reverse back. But this time around, this present one, even if you cry, they see what is happening in Nigeria. They still stand on their feet where they stand. So we expect this defection for long now, and we are still expecting more. That's what we want.
These respondents share a similar thought, but they prefer to speak based on their party affiliations.
Those that moved to PDP, I told you, they have nothing to do with the party. It doesn't shake the party, and Baba already told them that he wished them well, and they should vote for whoever they wish to vote. That has nothing. Even before they moved, they have problem in their senatorial districts, and that has nothing. They can't get what they want to get because they demanded automatic ticket. That's why, and they can't get. That's why they defected, thinking that can have something to do with the party. It has nothing to do with the party.
You know what happened yesterday is a normal thing in the democracy. People have the right to actually go to any political party of their choice, especially if they feel that maybe the platform in which they were elected does not meet up with the promises. You know, if being there will actually affect their political ambition. You know, you have a freedom to associate. So they were actually in PDP, PDP initially, but they felt PDP then did not meet up with their expectation. So they come to APC, and today they felt maybe APC did not actually meet up with the promises they promised Nigerians. So they have the right, as the representative of the people, they have a right to change to the same PDP they left.
These Nigerians seem unperturbed by the defection trend and are rather looking forward to seeing what the politicians are bringing on the table before.
They haven't been able to convince me personally that they left because of national interest. Their defection is all because of their own personal interest. The intention to have, looking for the opportunity to crystallize their ambition on the platform of another party. All right. Don't forget that in the opening remark of Sami, you also made mention of the fact that most of these people decamped from the same PDP. All right, in 2014. All right, this is fair weather politics. They move to a political party they think can give them tickets. All right, win if possible. All right, when it's no longer going their way, they move to another party. But Nigerians are not craving for that. Nigerians want politicians who are ready to defend the interests of the public at all time. Okay, if you look at, if like some of the lawmakers have come out to say that they're no longer satisfied with the principles, policies, and achievements or promises not fulfilled by this current administration, the question would be, what did you do as an elected official within the last 3 years that you've been there? Okay. As a lawmaker, what bill did you present? What motion did you move and was passed that was not implemented in the interest of the public? All right. What